guys, happy Sunday. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. If you are new here, my name is Taylor and I am your Ms. Ohio Prime Division 3. And if it is not your first time here, welcome back. Thanks for watching. Today is Sunday. It is July 17th and it is 7:15 in the morning. I have been filming all weekend long. However, I have not loved the footage of me talking this weekend, so I decided I'm just gonna open up the vlog and then show you guys a montage of what I have done so far this weekend. So on Friday, when I came home from work, I decided I was gonna teach myself how to mow the lawn. And I know that that sounds kind of silly. However, I have only ever learned how to mow the lawn on a zero turn. So Dylan and I have a push mower, and I have been deathly afraid of learning how to push mow the yard. I decided I was going to watch some YouTube videos to teach myself, and then it turned out to not be as difficult and as scary as I thought that it was, but I was definitely out of breath and my hands are still very tender today because our push mower is not self-propelling. So I was definitely very exhausted, and God bless Dylan for push mowing our yard all this time. Now I'm going to help pick up the slack. But I was definitely very tired after this, so we just showered and curled up on the couch with the dogs. And then I remembered there were some Amazon packages in the mailbox, so I went out to the mailbox to get those. And I got our costume shirt for nationals. I'm just giving you a little sneak peek at the color here. If you can decide what my nationals costume is based off of last week's video, as well as the color of this shirt that I got for the costume round, I will be very, very impressed. But please let me know in the comments if you think you know what my nationals costume is. I would be very surprised to know. And then we got a couple other cards and things from other pageant queens. I got this little magnet to hold my sash in place, which is super helpful so that you're not clipping safety pins into your sash each time. And then I got this sweatshirt that I think might have been a misprint or some type of mistake in their printing, because the logo that I got for it was very, very small. And I was pretty bummed because this company was super great to work with. I ended up messaging them and they are sending me a new one. They did confirm that it was a mistake, so I was very relieved about that. So that was my Friday. And then on Saturday, I woke up and just chose violence. I don't know what got into me, but I decided, hey, let's make a coffee and then rearrange the house. No idea. But I ended up taking this hutch that has a lot of Dylan's books and moving it into the living room. This thing is so heavy. Then I took the bookshelves that are in the living room and moved them to our bedroom. Now I was having a conflict here because I am very aware that the right side window wall is longer than the left side window wall. However, there are vents on the floor, so I can't put the bookshelves over top of the vents. So they have to sit this far apart. They have to be this uneven, and there has to be something that fills up this dead space right here. I am very aware of it. I am going to sit on it for a little bit and see how I like it. That was pretty much my Saturday morning until Dylan got home from the lake. He ended up going to the gym while I worked on my NASA nutrition certification for a little while. And then when he got home, we got ready and went out to dinner. And then he took me to get crumble cookies. I have never had crumble cookies before. I literally had like 3 bites of this peanut butter and chocolate chip one, and I was done. So that's what we did on Saturday. Now it is Sunday. We are back. We have gotten up, did a couple of things this morning, and now I am headed off to the gym. Whew. Okay, we'll see you guys at the gym. Okay, we just got done at the gym. As soon as I parked and was ready to walk in, it started pouring. It's obviously still raining. Just did an hour on the treadmill. Just wanted to walk and just get some good steps in. And like I said, my hands are still very sore from push mowing. So even during my stretch cool down, anytime I would put my hands on the floor, oh my God, they just They hurt so bad. I'm being such a baby about it and I don't care, but they seriously hurt just to touch. This month, as part of my Prime Pageant goals, I have a July gym bingo that I am doing right now. And one of my little squares is to do a stretch cool down sequence. So got myself another box checked off there. And it was so nice. I really should do that more. But I also didn't have any coffee or pre-workout this morning before I came to the gym today. I only have some BCAAs in my cup here. So I am in need of some caffeine before we head to the grocery store. So let's go get us a little coffee. Okay, we are home now. It is still pouring down rain, but we brought in all of the groceries, and I figured I would just go ahead and talk to you guys while I put groceries away. So let's get that done. So this week has been pretty good in terms of mindset and accountability and all of those things. I feel like my schedule is just a little bit off in terms of like my routine, just because of like things going on at home, things going on at work, and whatever, things that were a little bit out of my control. But for the most part, I think I'd give myself like a 7 out of 10 for this week. We also have an accountability challenge happening within Prime, where on Thursday nights or Friday mornings, you are able to call in to a Zoom call and just state like your title and your goal for the week. If you met the goal, if you didn't meet the goal, what are you doing next week to improve? And I have been doing the Friday morning 6:30 time slot because your girl is already in bed by 10:30 on Thursday night. So I've been calling in. I've been feeling pretty good about my goals. I've also really been trying to prioritize knocking out chapters for my nutrition certification because I have not been prioritizing that, to be honest. I am not great at memorizing material. I'm just way out of practice since I've been out of college, and I just don't love like standardized tests and that sort of thing. So like taking quizzes and all of that, I've never been very good at it. So I don't know, it's hard to find the motivation to do it on my own without like, you know, feeling like I necessarily have to. Although at the beginning of Prime, I said I was going to get my NASM certification by August 1st. So if I'm going to live up to that goal, we've got some work to do. But I may not hit it by August 1st, and that's okay. I'm still trying, and I still plan on getting it. I just don't know if it'll be by August 1st. So other than that, I also have been talking, actually no, I haven't been talking about it because I cut out all of that footage. I have a sponsor that I have been talking to since Thursday, and I'm really excited about it. I know I'm being a little vague about our sponsors, or the sponsors that I have talked to personally, just because I want to make sure that they actually deliver before I start really, giving them credit. So until they are like fully committed, I try to keep it on the hush hush. But this one sponsor is going to be pretty cool if they follow through. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're a nut. You want to say hi? No? Okay, because you know you're doing something bad. So anyway, hopefully when they contact me this week, it's a commitment and I can actually share with you guys our partnership. That would be super cool. Okay, so on my plate this week, pretty uneventful week planned as far as I can remember. We're going to Buckeye Lake this weekend. One of the other title holders is hosting a get together in Buckeye Lake, which is out like where my family kind of lives. So we're doing like a Buckeye Lake weekend this weekend. So that will be fun. I'll be able to film that for you guys in the next episode. And other than that, I don't really have a whole lot. My shoes should be in this week so I can actually start practicing. I got a pair of shoes in the mail on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and they were way too big, even though they matched my nationals dress perfectly, and I was really excited to start practicing in them. Just wasn't gonna work. So I had to reorder shoes. Hopefully they'll be in this week so I can actually start practicing my walk. Super exciting stuff. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and start meal prepping and doing my whole Sunday routine. And after that, I want to sit down and actually talk to you guys about Prime and my mission and my goals for the next couple of weeks here. So gonna go meal prep. We'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, I meal prepped and then I made a huge mistake by sitting on the couch, and that somehow evolved into laying on the couch. And then I found a girl on TikTok that was moving to Italy, and I binge watched her entire TikTok and then cried. And now we're still here. And for the record, my reason for crying is because back in 2018, Molly and I took a trip to Europe, and it was like the trip of a lifetime. And we've been talking about going back recently. We haven't really made plans, but we keep talking about it. And this girl's TikTok, she's like 23, 24, and she talks about getting out of college and then not getting like a conventional like 9-to-5 job and just like living life. And I'm just so jealous. And now that I'm 30 years old, it just makes you like look back and think like, man, life could have been so much different. And I'm gonna cry again. Okay, I gotta get up. We have to get up. No more of this. Okay, I gathered myself, I took a shower, and I have decided that tonight I am watching Eat, Pray, Love. It's happening. A couple of things before we get started. Any commotion that you hear is my dog's. Rocket just woke up from a nap, so he is full energy and has every single toy that we own out in the living room right now. Also, please enjoy the Ronald Reagan calendar that randomly showed up to our house. I told Dylan to throw it away. He hung it up. Not my idea of decor, but whatever. So as mentioned, I just want to talk about the next 9 weeks and the goals that I have. I keep emphasizing 9 weeks because I just cannot believe that we only have 9 weeks left. But over these next 9 weeks, this is what I plan on doing. I want to get my nutrition certification. I mentioned earlier that August 1st was my goal, and we're cutting it pretty close with that. I don't know that we will achieve that, but by the time we leave on September 14th, I want to be able to tell the judges that I got my nutrition certification. So really hoping that I can hold myself accountable for that. I have a layout of the number of lessons that I need to complete in order to hit this goal. So just need to actually do them. My next thing is I don't really have a goal weight for what I want when I get to nationals. And in my head, this is a huge self-improvement for me because as a competitive bodybuilder, my life has revolved around off-season, on-season, off-season, on-season. And that is how I have structured my years for the past like 4 years. So to not be holding myself to such a strict gym schedule right now is a really big mental relief for me. However, I know that going to the gym makes me feel better. So I am holding myself to at least 3 mornings a week dedicated to working out, and then at least one weekend day dedicated to cardio, abs, stretching, etc. As mentioned, the mental piece of it is just so huge for the next 9 weeks, and I just really want to focus on documenting and making specific note of how I'm feeling throughout all of this. So you'll hear me talk about that probably a lot throughout these vlogs, but I just want to make sure that I'm really capturing how I've been feeling, because the whole point of this vlog is to be able to look back on my journey to my first national pageant and know how I was feeling throughout the process. So for this week, guys, I'm feeling pretty good and I'm really excited. I also just want to give myself a little bit of space and grace to not feel so much pressure. I definitely am a perfectionist, and I put so much pressure on myself to do well in competition settings that I will practice like to a fault. And I just want to have this constant reminder for myself that I can practice in order to feel comfortable and feel confident, but not everything is going to go perfectly at my first ever pageant, and to expect it to be perfect would just be a disservice to myself. So just giving myself a little bit of a breather and some like clear headspace to not feel so much pressure. And that is a huge personal improvement step for me as well. I also want to publish a new YouTube video for you guys every single Tuesday. So hopefully you guys are watching this by Tuesday, which will be the 19th of July. I think I've overcome some of my exporting issues, so that is my goal with YouTube as well. I have tons more, but I don't want to bore you guys with all these other little goals and things that I have set for myself. We can talk about those later if you would like. But I also want to mention that every single Tuesday on my Instagram, I do a Tay Talk Tuesday live segment where I talk about in real time things that are happening, and any questions that you guys have, feel free to pop on. I post typically what time I'm going to be going live. It's like 5, 6, sometimes like 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But make sure you're following on Instagram so you can get those updates. If you guys liked this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You can follow me on all of the socials for more info. You can also check out me and my mission and my volunteering, and vote for me for our People's Choice Award over on taylorimsh.com. Thank you guys so much for watching this week. We will see you next time.